Right, 16 April 2020, and today I want to look at two reports from Spotlight Zimbabwe regarding the takeover by General Chiwenga from Idi Mnangagwa. They say this takeover is now imminent, and Perence Shiri is now set to become the first vice president after Mnangagwa's departure. So there were two recent reports. The first report was on the 10th of April, and the second report in Spotlight Zimbabwe was on the 13th of April. And these reports say Idi Mnangagwa is now a hostage president who is at the mercy of General Chiwenga and military generals. So that is the information that I have here. And these articles were written by Mary Kate Kahari, the first one on the 10th, and the second one was written by Itai Mshekwe, Mary Kate Kahari, and Nenzima Baya. Very, very interesting posts that we have, and I'm interested in what these guys are saying because they have consistently been speaking about this since September 2019. If you remember, in September 2019, they posted the first article which says that JOC was going to be used to take over from General Chiwenga, and the reason at that time was that Idi Mnangagwa was seen as someone who was reversing the land reform program. He was selling large amounts of land to Belarus. So this is a consistent report, and at that time, the report had said that Idi Mnangagwa was supposed to leave by August 2020. So what we have now is a confirmation of those reports at that time. If Idi Mnangagwa has indeed lost his power, it means the army generals have taken over even before August 2020. So now let's look at the reports on the 4th of April. JOC is now operating from the military university there in Harare. And since Mnangagwa do not attend those meetings, he's relying on security reports from Opam Chinguri. But Opam Chinguri herself does not have a full picture of everything that JOC does. So Mnangagwa has got little information of what is happening at JOC. So that's the first point. The second point is that the Zimbabwe military has acquired sophisticated military equipment from China, and they're using this equipment to bypass other security arms. So whoever might be reporting to Idi Mnangagwa, for example, CIO. The other report that they made was that the military has taken over television stations, and they've taken over civilian radar. So that is at the airport in Zimbabwe. They've taken over there. China provided 22 million worth of equipment, and this equipment is under the control of the army. Similarly, they've increased the number of soldiers at Pockets Hill. So this is how they've taken control over those installations. And it is expected that when Mnangagwa finally leaves, the military is going to make an announcement at ZBC. So they don't want anything to go wrong. Right, so it is clear that the Chinese are playing a key role in this takeover, and they have a better relationship with General Chiwenga than Idi Mnangagwa. The Chinese are interested in keeping a tight grip after Idi Mnangagwa leaves, and they're doing all these things to make sure that when General Chiwenga finally takes over, they have a better relationship in Zimbabwe. They're even better off than when Idi Mnangagwa was there. I, however, want to mention that it will be difficult for General Chiwenga to take over totally, because if he takes over without the agreement of Idi Mnangagwa, this will be resisted by AU, by SADC, and by countries like Tanzania. I've mentioned it before, that this will be resisted by these countries. So, although General Chiwenga is running the show at the moment, remember I mentioned that he's now head of the Food and Nutrition Task Force, he's head of JOC, and is also in charge of Command Agriculture. He cannot take over without negotiating with Idi Mnangagwa. So Idi Mnangagwa has to agree to step down. So that means something must happen to make Idi Mnangagwa step down. Probably, as reported, he will be able to get this deal, the $10 million that is being mentioned, that Idi Mnangagwa will get that 10 million US dollars, and then he'll be given immunity. They cannot forcefully remove him because they won't be able to keep that office. So this is a matter of negotiation. It is not something that is going to happen the way Mugabe was removed, where people see tanks rolling on the street. So this is the report that I have from Spotlight Zimbabwe. Those guys always with the latest information. My brother Itai Mshekwe doing a great job at Spotlight Zimbabwe. So thank you very much for watching. If you're watching this on WhatsApp, send it to as many people as possible. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, please like, comment, and share.